Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. We are just dropping our kids off at school. We are driving home. 49ers got a big win against the Seattle Seahawks. Anytime that we beat Seattle, we're not having the best season in the world. We're in first place in the West again with a 503-3 record. That's nothing really that we're really proud of as of right now, but it does feel good anytime that you get to beat the Seahawks. Hopefully we're putting the pieces together. We're really going to have a matchup against the Chiefs. So that's on the horizon the Sunday after next. But I wake up this morning and I don't even know what's going on in the world of wrestling. I don't know what happened on Wrestling Observer Radio. I don't know. But everything ties back to something that Dave Meltzer said on the show last night, where he basically said that The Rock was not in the plans for WrestleMania 41. The Rock is not available for the date of the show, and all plans for a Cody, Roman, Rock three-way match are off, and they're going to have to go in a different direction. I'll tell you this. I really thought that the money match for WrestleMania this year was Rock versus Roman or Rock versus Cody. They already laid the groundwork for Rock versus Cody the night after WrestleMania on Monday Night Raw, when they both stood there. They traded titles for a minute, and still, I don't know what the hell that was. I much rather would have seen the go home to WrestleMania 31 with Brock and Roman playing like the tug of war over the championship. I don't know. And then all of a sudden, Rock handed him something in his hand, and Cody really changed his tone after that. And I remember him saying that he didn't even have to look and see what it is. He knew what it was, and I don't know. There was all the time in the world when we were kind of looking at The Rock as like somebody who was in the bloodline, but was going to be helping Cody and stab Roman in the back to expose the bloodline. That never happened. So I really don't know what the plans are as of right now. It doesn't really make sense. A three-way match at WrestleMania never was on the plate that I was eating off of. I never saw a three-way match coming up. I thought they would take care of those two singles matches along the way, and they would like two of the big matches to cross off. I mean, we've been waiting for Rock versus Roman probably since around WrestleMania 31 was the first time that I remember that being on the table, that people were talking about, having a big match like that like The Rock wanted to put Roman over on his way out. But I mean, The Rock got that big Disney deal, and the second that deal was signed, WWE kind of went quiet. They posted things about The Rock on like social media about his past. They posted things on the website, but when it comes to like watching TV, Raw and SmackDown, The Rock was like quiet, null and void. I mean, basically, I got the feeling months ago that we were never going to see Rock again. I mean, I thought it was awesome that The Rock showed up at Bad Blood, with him, kind of like, where is he going in this storyline? Is he with Solo? Does he just not appreciate Solo? Is he a lone wolf and he's just going to take care of Roman himself? But it seems like he's kind of pissed at the world, at everybody. And I was like, okay, we're back on plan. Let's go. Let's get to where we're going. WrestleMania 41 should be a damn good show. But I mean, now this report comes out. I don't even know what's going on. First, let's tackle the three-way match. Rock versus Cody versus Roman. Three-way matches are all right. I mean, they're kind of cool. The best one that I really can remember in my mind would probably be Benoit, Angle, Jericho. I think that's is that 17? I think that's where it was, where the 2 titles of Kurt Angle's are on the line. Angle doesn't take a pinfall, but loses both belts. He gets beat for the European, and then he gets beat for the Intercontinental. And I thought that was a really cool showing. That was a really good thing. And that was like promoting Kurt Angle to the main event right there. That was awesome. Other than that, I mean, at WrestleMania 20, they did Orton, Mysterio, and Angle. That match was all right. We just main evented Edge, Bryan, and Roman a few years ago. I really thought that maybe they thought that the Edge versus Roman wasn't going to deliver what they thought it was, and plus Bryan's contract was running up. They were really wanting to re-sign him, put him in the WrestleMania main event. There's no way that he's going to leave, and he left. But I don't know. When it comes to main event WrestleMania, I don't really think 3-way. I think that this report, I just think it's bullshit. It just doesn't make sense after last weekend. I know that The Rock is on the board. I don't really see him being able to just like say he's gonna be on the show and he's gonna be on the show. I think they got a plan, and I think that's what WWE's kind of learned when they've refocused. Now in this, Triple H era or whatever it's called. They kind of are following like what made the black and gold NXT brand something special. Is like they started a storyline, and unless there was an injury or some sort of weird thing that happened, they followed through with the storyline. They're not booking week to week on the fly. They might be writing the show week to week, but they know where they're going. It's not like we'll see what the crowd responds to and we'll go from there. Like, they are committed. This is it, and they're gonna go for it. Adding The Rock just to add The Rock doesn't really make sense. In my heart of hearts, I believe The Rock is going to be at the Rumble. I believe The Rock is going to be at WrestleMania. I think it's just one of those things that, if he's on the board, he's got a quote-unquote job for life. We don't really even know what the board is or how often the board meets or anything like that. But I mean, like, he's set. I believe right now he's setting the table to say, goodbye to wrestling. He's not full-time wrestling, but he's been a wrestler for a long damn time. And to be able to deliver from here on out, the chances are low, and plus, how much money is he leaving on the table? I know that I've said this before. The Rock is got he's going to make his own Fast and the Furious movie. It looks like he's going to join the Fast and Furious crew, even though he doesn't get along with Vin Diesel. But it looks like he's going to re-up for the last string of those. But when was the last time a Rock movie came out and was like must-see? I think we all fell for Skyscraper and some stuff along the way that he made that was just like, nah, I ain't falling for this again. I don't know. I don't know when the last Rock movie that came out that was like must-see for me, and I love the dude. But there's a lot of money in Hollywood, and plus he's got a lot of other adventures out there on the line. I just don't think that wrestling's going to be his like number one thing anymore. I think he's setting the table to hand it over and say that he's actually done. I think crossing off the list of having a real main event match at WrestleMania, maybe doing the match against Roman, and then he can like say he's done. Does that mean he's never going to like show up at a house show or a Monday Night Raw or a SmackDown? No, but I think that he's actually going to really retire. For me, when I think about WrestleMania 41 and like setting the table to have a really well-balanced show, I don't think the 3-way is the way to go. I like Rock versus Roman. I like Cody versus Cena. I think those are both two big matches. jam pack them on one night on Sunday, or use one to main event night one, use one to main event night two. I mean, Rock versus Roman doesn't have to have a championship on the line. They could, they could jam pack this Rumble. This could be one of the best Rumbles of all time because of how many people. Cena's last year, he's going to want to main event his last WrestleMania. The Rock wants a piece of Cody Rhodes. Roman is desperately looking after the championship. They've shown you how important the title is, that like people are taking like subtle glances at the title during promos, or even when like they're teaming with each other, like Randy Orton was glancing at the title like he really wanted one more run with that bad boy. So he's the guy that you could put a story on, that he needs to win the Rumble in order to get a championship shot at WrestleMania. How much longer does he have left in his career? So there's a lot of people out there. So many times you go in to the Rumble and this is McIntyre's year, this is Roman's year, Edge is gonna win it even though he's not named to be on the thing. Like, we just knew for the longest time. This year really could be a big surprise. That like the Royal Rumble pools are gonna be so fun to be in. But you have Rock and Roman, kind of fight, eliminate each other, and they're just off to the races for their match at WrestleMania. Maybe you have Cena win. Cena wants to go after Cody because he's the champion at the time. You can even have Rock versus Roman fight over that fake-ass Rock belt that Muhammad Ali, his widow, gave him at the Hall of Fame. Is that the same belt, though, that they created for Rock during the Attitude Era, that they always bring out at like Access and stuff like that? Are they just finally using it, or is that a different title? Maybe you WWE title belt heads. I guess I'm almost one of those guys now. I've got 4 belts in my collection now. I went from having none to 4. I got 2. I got a Hogan belt, red and yellow. I got the NWO Hogan belt. I've got the Wolfpack belt, and I've got a Shawn Michaels belt. So, I don't know. I hope they continue that Legacy series, but it looks like they've sort of moved on to making the belts better, if that makes sense, and they're more expensive and more rare, I guess you can say, is to drive the price up. But we'll see. WrestleMania 41 plans. This is kind of the first time that it's really been put out there, what they think they're going to do, and I think they're out of their minds. I don't know. I hope this is a bad report.